And I'm back with another battle video. So I think this is a plasma mirror match. And mirror matches are always interesting, typically just because they're not complete mirror matches. Usually they differ by certain techs, different trainer lines. In this case, we see that his tech is a Latias. Interesting. I think it prevents Latias from being hit by Pokemon with abilities. So, that's okay. I'm just gonna have to focus on the Thunderous, assuming that's what it is. I'm trying to remember. And it looks like either he has a heavy Charm line, or that just happens to be what he ended up going for. So my Plasma build is more Speed Lugia. Looks like his is more of, maybe, if I had to just guess by this, would be more of TDK with a Latias tech. And I'm sorry if you can hear that little kitten crying in the background. Come here. Alright, sorry about that. He insisted on being in my lap, and he's still a little too small to get down. Alright, so, yeah, not much in my hand, so just gonna go Colress that away. And, I definitely want a computer search just to get the special energy into the discard, so I can raid a Knuckle. As far as what to get, I end up going for a Colress machine. Now I'm honestly think, looking back, I think I should have gone for the Deoxys instead. Because assuming, a Colress of 4, I should be able to hit energy off of that. And getting an extra Pokemon on the bench would have given me a Colress for 5. So, I don't know. Probably that, either way, that play wasn't necessarily going to make or break me. Now, you see him Ultra Balling away 2 ends right now, so he's probably thinking my one card hand is, something absolutely terrible. Wow, and he just dowsing machined away 2 Junipers. For a Plasma Ball. Okay, so now I'm kind of curious as to what supporter he is going to play. And we see Juniper. Okay, so wow, he had 3 Junipers and 2 ends in his hand, and he just threw out 4 supporters. So this is very good for me. Yeah, in Plasma builds especially, they tend to have a really easy time dead drawing. So, they take prizes so fast, so that it's often that they're end to 3 or just 1. And then trying to recover from, a dead draw like that is not always easy. So the fact that he just threw away 4 supporters means my late game ends are going to be really strong. Now I end up Colressing for a solid 8 here, and looks like I have one of those hands too. And I'm trying to remember, so if I see that he's attached a Plasma Energy to his back Deoxys, so I'm thinking he's trying to, maybe start a Deoxys war. So I go ahead and get mine ready. Now, I actually should not have done the Colress machine. Oh, well, maybe not. So right now I am setting him up for a Deoxys fight. I've got the full one on the bench where if he catchers or Lysanders it up, he'll be able to take the KO on it. But then I've got that back one sitting there that's just kind of, not completely ready, but almost ready, and can easily take the return knockout. And I'm getting pretty close to taking out this Latias. And yeah, this Latias, I guess, is a bit of a pain. Usually by now I just would have retreated. The Thunderous and Plasma Blast for 3 prizes. And he max potions, so yuck. I still have a fair amount of energy on the board, so those attacks weren't a complete loss. And he just passes. And wow, now I have 4 Junipers. Okay. Yeah, the question is do I just attach it before And it looks like I go ahead and just attach it to Thunderous. Oh, well, Thunderous Noise if you're going to send up that Latias to just stall for as long as you can. And it looks like I'm trying to decide. Oh, okay, so I decide I take the last plasma out, which maybe shouldn't have been the best idea because then that Deoxys on the bench doesn't necessarily have that backup that he needs. And yeah. It looks like I just hit him for 60. And there's nothing to actually raid a knuckle to. And I see he has Lugia too, so our lists are probably very much identical except for the Latias. As you can see, my tech is the Kangaskhan, with the Mega Kangaskhan. So, I'm kind of curious as to what he's going to do. He's powering up this Lugia, and he's just passing. So it looks like I'm going to try a catcher. Now, if I hit a prism, I'm going to be taking down this Lugia, and that's going to be a huge hit. And now I'm hovering over the switch here. I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Oh, I'm just doing this to burn cards out of my hand. Okay, that's fine. And then we will Colress for 10, and yep, we hit the prism. And while we're at it, I think we're, anticipating that he is going to end. Nope, I didn't use the Ultra Ball. I thought I was going to thin out the deck a bit. But looks like I'm feeling pretty confident. So I just took a couple prizes right there on that Lugia. And that was pretty much a huge turn. So if you look at his board, he's got a Kyurem, which I am not concerned about in the slightest. Yeah, so he ends up putting a Thunderous, thinking I guess he's just going to raid a knuckle a little bit. And go ahead and get the energy back onto the field. Maybe he'll pull out a second Lugia. And he pulls out another Latias. Oh no, Latias is effects of attacks done to that Pokemon. Okay. So I'm not sure why I didn't just retreat earlier and take out the Latias with Lugia. But we'll see what I end up doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this Deoxys ready. We're gonna Megaphone off his muscle bands. This would probably be when I would whittle through the deck a little bit. And looks like I'm Ultra Balling. Yeah, so now I'm actually thinning out my deck a bit. And I'm not quite sure really what I would want to go for here. We'll go ahead and get this Colress machine out. I think I have a Plasma Prize. I don't know if I... Nope, never mind. They're all on the field right now. My bad. Forgot that. Yeah, I think one was prize and I just took it. So I just end up hitting him for 120. And that's perfect. That leaves me with 2 EXs on the field that are set up for knockouts for Lugia. I don't think... Well, he's got the Deoxys. 3, 6, 9... Yeah, he could come back with the Deoxys. 4, 5... 6, well... No, I'm guessing he's probably going to go for a Blizzard Burn to try and knock... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, he's, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, he ends up Blizzard Burning for the knockout. I'm just going to promote Lugia. We'll go ahead and use that Plasma Ball to get... looks like I'm going for a Thunderous. And I guess I don't really need to use a supporter either. I'll just take 2 prizes here and... unfortunately didn't... Oh, well, all my Plasma Energy is in use. So I'm going to have to take the final knockout with... Oh, well, that's no problem. That's why I powered up these 2 Deoxys on the bench. So he could take out my Lugia if he wants. If he can't, that's no problem at all. All I do is just manually retreat Lugia, or I could escape rope, catch her up, his Deoxys, and yeah, one-shot it. I could even throw a band on there if I want to. So yeah, he's got to get rid of this hand. Has he already played his supporter yet? He plays a Frozen City, which that's just to get out of his hand because we're all plasma here, so it's not costing us anything to attach energy. And yep, here's the end. So this is his hope of staying in the game, and there's the catcher. So if I hit the catcher heads, we are good to go. He ends up passing. So we're gonna hit catcher. Nope, we don't hit catcher. And we also don't have an energy, so I could put a little damage on the field. I think I'm just going to Shadow Triad for the Colress for next turn. I think just... Well, I end up just ending my turn. I think I should have manually retreated, put up a Deoxys, and, I mean, what's the worst he could do? Start a Deoxys war? He's got 4 prizes, I've got 2. It just would have put more damage on the field, so that, you know, he had fewer options to run around. With 6 Pokemon on his field, only 2 of them injured right now, he could just stall for a little while and, you know, just keep on running away. I'm still not quite sure if he is able to win this. Yeah, if he could have taken a knockout on that Lugia, if he had more Deoxys on the board, that would have been clutch. But doesn't look like he has that, and Kitten, I pick you up and cuddle with you, and then you just scream to be let down, and then once you're down, you scream to be let back up. So we're going to just use these muscle bands. Oh, I don't know why I didn't attach that to get it out of my hand, too. Yeah, so I think I've used up all my catchers now, but there's the Lysander. So now I'm going to do what I should have done before. Manual retreat back to the Deoxys, and we're just going to start putting the damage on. If he decides to attack me with Deoxys, then that's fine. We'll go ahead and take that last knockout. But yeah, for now, we're just going to... Looks like I've reattached the DCE to the Lugia. Nope, just changed my mind. So I'm going to put it on Thunderous instead. I will Thunderous Noise you. And I probably should have thinned it out a little bit more with that Ultra Ball, but that's okay. Even if he ends me right now, I'm really not in... like I said, I really can't think of a way that he can take 4 prizes before I take 2. Unless he just runs a lot of max potions. Now, if he runs like 4 max potions, because he's already played 1, then I'm screwed. Alright, so there we've got another little twist. He's Skylit for Pokemon Center Lady, so if I don't win this turn, then we're good. Now, actually, how much does that do now? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15... I hope his HP is 170, because if it's not, I can win with a Helix Force. But I decided just to catch her up with Thunderous and take him out that way. Yeah, he would have had to end me last turn. But yeah, nice little twist. Fun mirror match. Definitely like seeing mirrors where there's different texts and seeing how they come into use. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.